What's going on, you Pokemon Savages? Welcome back to Savage Rips. Today I'm going to have a video talking about all the items that I'm picking up in January 2026. But before we go into that, there's a few giveaways. I do want to give away this Tornadus promo. This is from the White Flare ETB. All you got to do to enter is comment and subscribe. So comment down below, subscribe to the channel here on YouTube. Also, hop over to TikTok and give me a follow there if you have a TikTok. We do live rips there a couple nights a week. Energy breaks and pack rips. There is one more giveaway that we're doing in the month of January, and it is a Phantasmal Flames ETB. The way to get into this is a subscriber, a Savage Rips subscriber only giveaway. It is $3 a month. You head over to SavSavageRips.com and click on the subscriptions on the homepage. You can sign up for multiple months, 6 months, a year as well. If we get to 50 subscribers by the end of January 2026, we're going to be giving away a Pokemon Center Phantasmal Flames ETB. So you will be upgraded from the regular ETB to the Pokemon Center ETB if we hit 50 subs on that page. I'm going to put the links to all this stuff in the description below. Enter the Discord, TikTok, all of that stuff. But thank you guys so much for joining. Now let's take it away with the items I'm picking up in January of 2026. All right, so first up is the Scarlet and Violet base booster boxes. Now, I've had these for a bit. I do have some loose boxes behind me. However, I'm going to be focusing on picking up items from Scarlet and Violet 1 through 4 as main sets. I want to have a case of each of these in my collection, my investment side of my collection. Again, the reason why I talk about the investing side of it is because there are going to be things down the line that I'm going to want to pick up that I will use these cases to trade up for. Right? So I've done that with some 151 stuff, some Paldean Fate stuff already that I was trading up into some cards that I wanted. But these things, obviously, you're going to hold for a decent time. It's $240 a booster box. Let's see on TCG Player. Yeah, so that's shipped. However, I would, if you guys are on eBay and you have like a business setup with you where you can get stuff tax-free, I would probably hop over to eBay because you're not paying tax on the stuff there. But here's some latest. These are the last solds for the booster boxes. This is, what was this, yesterday? The 5th, this is 5 days ago. $12.55. This is probably the auction that I missed. So Probstein is a consigner. So this is very, very well known on eBay. But you're at about, what are you at? $1,300 with the delivery, with the shipping. So $1,300 a box, $1,300 a case rather, is $216 a box. I think I was bidding on this, and I was live on TikTok, and I missed this auction ending, which I was super bummed about. But there you go. So $216, which is obviously way lower than it's showing. I guess that was a week ago. Things are starting to creep up a little bit, so you're going to want to keep an eye on these early Scarlet and Violet era items. But you can see here $215 plus $750 shipping. This one was $270 all in. So there are going to be items, and this was December. So those were in December. Just make sure you're keeping an eye on that. So Scarlet and Violet base, I definitely want a case of this. And here is the case price on TCG Player. So at what is that? 1,400. Let's say 1,500. Again, so it's a little bit more than, you're at 250. 1,500 a case, obviously. So 1,500, you're going to be at 250. Again, it's a little on the higher end. I was hoping that it would be a little lower, but again, this is the first set of Scarlet and Violet. It's going out of print. All of these that we'll be talking about today are going out of print in March or April of 2026. So definitely want to pick up these when you can. Okay, so next up we have the second set that come out in Scarlet and Violet era, and that was Paldea Evolved. So you can see here, Paldea Evolved, the booster box, is down quite a bit. It's at 405, we're saying, as the market. Was that 3 months ago? We were looking at 450. What was it at 6 months? So yeah, it topped out about 470. Yeah, so that's where it was. Right now, market price is 404. Let's scroll down and see what we got going on as far as, yeah, so booster boxes, unopened. This is someone with 100% feedback, 72. So 405, you're looking at around, yeah, it's a 400 range right now, which is not that bad for the Paldea Evolved. I mean, the big chase in here, you know, is the Magikarp, which is probably around half the price of that. So not that bad for $400, let's say, for the booster box. And then we hop back real quick to the booster box case. You're looking at essentially 6 times 400 is 2,400. So you're looking at really no booster box case premium. Let's scroll down and see what's actually available. Yeah. So $400 a box. I mean, it is pretty pricey for a more modern set. Let's hop over to eBay real quick. Yeah, so not I don't want to hate on it too much, but yeah, so you can even get them even less. Let's see, this was sold yesterday, so January 9th, for 380, for roughly 380, right? That's for one box. So again, about $20 less than you're gonna pay over on TCG Player. And if you have that business set up, you don't pay tax on these items. I'm not sure what this is. 185 off. Yeah, these are. Oh, that's actually. Yeah, that was in August. Let's see. I'm wondering if are there any more recent sales? There's a little over 400 there. This is an ETB. So is ETB or booster bundle? This is a booster bundle case. I don't know if any one of you guys have ever picked up European booster box cases. They are in a different format. I felt like the packs were a little thinner and easier to rip. But yeah, just throwing that out there. Here's one for 2,500. So again, something I'm probably going to want to keep sealed in the collection. Paldea Evolved, definitely something that's going down as one of the better sets. Nostalgianomics, I was in one of his lives and I was like, I don't know why the market has chosen Paldea Evolved as to be at where it's at, and he's a big love. He loves Paldea Evolved. I just wanted to throw that in as his comments, and he was like, they're full of all the illustration rares that they have, probably one of the most in the era, as well as the starters, the new starters. And you got the Magikarp, you got the Tyranitar, again, the Raichu. There are some cards that are there, but when you look at set depth as far as high-valued cards, it's not really like your Destined Rivals, even your Surging Sparks, I think, depth-wise is way better. So that's Paldea Evolved. Now let's hop over to Obsidian Flames. Okay, so here we got Obsidian Flames. I love Charizard, so this set was awesome. I really did like it. Definitely on the cheaper side when you can get them because of the easy pull rates, but the ETBs are fetching a high amount now. The Charmander promo is going crazy. You can see the Pokemon Center ETB case is at, what is that, market price of $2,400. So there's only 4 in a case, guys. So that's $600 per ETB. That's insane. Yo, that's crazy. I did not really click into the Pokemon Center ETBs. Guys, that's nuts. I mean, geez. Yeah, so the Pokemon Center ETB is just going crazy right now. I would not pick up a Pokemon Center ETB at that price. Nope. Can't get behind it. I mean, you're looking at $1,500, a little over $1,500 for a sealed case of ETBs. So again, there's 10 ETBs in a case. You're looking at 150 plus per ETB in that seal value wise in that ETB case or cost wise. But damn, they are up there. I got a few ETBs. That's nuts, man. See, you can get, it's a little bit of a premium on the Pokemon Center ETBs. 520 is the market, paying around 600 if you get them in a sealed case. Again, the sealed cases will fetch a premium long term, almost always, but definitely long term. All right, booster box. Let's hop in here. 297. That's there, but what's the market price? About 295, so 300-ish. So you can see them here. There's a bunch of listings for just under 300, and then you're going to start to dip into the over 300s as you go on. There really isn't that many. 1, 2, 3, 4 listed on here for under 300, and then with shipping you're going to be over 300 on following. So when those are gone, the price point just will go up. But you can see the chart here. In 3 months ago in October, we were looking at 333, so it did come down like everything else did as we went into year end, and now we're at 300. I will be picking up I did pick up one booster box single from somebody at a steal of a deal. So I couldn't pass that up, but I'm going to be looking to get a case of this, and let's take a look at the cases real quick. So 300, we should be at around 1,800, and we are. And that's pretty much, there's no case premium on there. You're looking at pretty much where it's at. But you can see here the chart kind of in the opposite direction, heading upwards. So we're looking at all-time highs for this. I mean, yeah. Dang, that's crazy. So if you guys got in on this last January, you're already doubling more than double. All right, guys. So Scarlet Violet 151, we all know is a monster, is an elephant in the room, is a behemoth in Scarlet and Violet. whether you guys like it or not, the set is unreal. I mean, the stuff that it's doing as far as price wise is kind of crazy. You can see here market price for a booster bundle is over $100 right now. January 2026 market price on a pack is 15. And these ultra premium collections, insane. I wish I saved some of these. We opened up a ton of these live on the stream. We did energy breaks with these. We gave away the playmats, the deck boxes, the promos. The amount of promos we gave away to people on the stream. Again, this type of stuff that we do on my stream. If we open up product, if you go on a break that it's 4 ETBs, everyone in the break is either getting the sealed promo from the ETB or the sleeves from the ETB. The one thing I don't have sealed is actually, no, it's these two things right here. I don't have any poster collection sealed, and I don't have any of these binder collections. I do have one minty booster bundle display, and I have another one that has a slit going across from when we opened up the case of them early on in our streaming days. But yeah, we still have, I think, 3 of these Alakazam boxes. We've got, which we gave away one on New Year's Eve live on the stream. It was a end of year, my 2-year anniversary streaming giveaway. We gave away one of those Alakazam collection boxes. I think we hit 300,000 likes on TikTok in that stream to get to that. We have a few of these Zapdos boxes left. I've got, I think, 4 ETBs. The ETBs are crazy. $385 for the regular one. I don't even want to know where the Pokemon Center one is. Is it even up here? Where is it? We can take a look at the Pokemon Center one in a second, but $380 for a regular ETB. It's probably on the higher end of ETBs, obviously. Regular ones, you got the beautiful Snorlax promo in there as well. Pokemon Center, damn. This is the Pokemon Center Elite Trainer Box case. So you're at $4,000 as far as market price. Do the math. There's 4 in there. That's $1,000 an ETB. I wouldn't, I mean, damn. It's hard for me to recommend picking up these Pokemon Center ETBs at these prices. They've run up so much already. I mean, it has set up a price for it, so you know, like people that bought them for 1,000 each are not going to sell them, or not going to want to sell them for less. So that's what will potentially keep these up, obviously. But yeah, regular ETB. So here's one 800. So if you wanted to get a single one, and there's where you're seeing an example of the sealed case premium. These are 800 per ETB. If you want to just pick a Pokemon Center one up on the side. But the big thing here, I think, as far as like storage wise, is this right here. These don't really take up that much space, and they're definitely holding up way more. As far as you can tell, they're what, at 100. If you valued each one of these, there's 10 in here. You're at $130 a booster bundle, which is absolutely insane for 6 packs. It's crazy, guys. But again, once this goes out of rotation, and again, talking about the TCG, I don't see them reprinting things. I don't even see them. I mean, Blooming Waters was printed for a decent time, and that was the last bigger product box. We did get the mini tins, but Blooming Waters had, I think, what, 11 or 12 packs in the Blooming Waters case. Those are a pain in the ass to store too because they're so big. But like, these are definitely something that you might want to get. Now, I don't know. Booster bundles is something fairly new, so yeah, that's an option there. But I'll definitely, for 151, I don't even know if I'm going to be picking up anything else at this time. It's tough to see if I can find anything at a decent price. Again, if someone's looking to offload some things at a percentage, definitely take them up on that as far as these are concerned. Now you can see this one ran up. What is it? This ran up a bit to 1,500. Yeah, in November. And November was really when things started to come down. Obviously, right after Phantasmal Flames was released, and now here we are at 1,300. So you are getting it for $200 less than a lot of people got them for. So again, this was probably something that I would pick up again. It's not a cheap item. But if you think about the amount of packs that come in here, even if you broke this down in the future, like if you got a regular ETB for 300, that's for 9 packs. Whereas this has 60 packs for, 4 times the amount. So you got to kind of do the math there. And I think it might be, easier. I mean, ETBs for collections are a little bit more sought after, but think about the price points there. All right, next up, we're going to go into Paradox Rift. All right, guys, so Paradox Rift, you can see here, the booster box case of Paradox Rift is around 1,500. Again, that's $250 a booster box. So yeah, it's actually a little less. You can see it here, 14, yeah. So you can see here 1420, and this is 1,500. So yeah, it jumps up pretty quick. Only one left on here for 14, low 1400s. That's the case. So if you go back to the booster box is about 230 here. It's saying 240 almost. Yeah, market's 237. So yeah, you can see there's really nothing really under that as far as 240. You're at the 240, 250 mark. Paradox Rift, one of the sets going out of rotation early in 2026. So again, I have I think one or two additional in my collection. I have one of each in an acrylic case, but got one or two of these on the side. I did like Paradox Rift a lot. I do like the main chases in there, which are, you can see them here. I feel like this Roaring Moon is just, it's a sin how cheap it is. For 32 bucks, I actually just sent one of these in to be graded at PSA last month, so I won't see that for another 3 years. But that's a story for a different day. This Altaria is actually so sick. Reminds me of my favorite card in this entire era, which is the Zapdos from 151, the Aerodactyl from Lost Origin. I love this sky view. We got other Pokemon in the background. I absolutely love the way this looks. I'm just a fan of that type of art. But again, this Groudon, I believe, is the top chase in the set now with that 77. Yeah, high 70s as far as cost is concerned. Groudon artwork, unbelievable. You got the volcano in the background. This just looks so sick. And being an awesome legendary as well, just calls for that price point. And then the other one I really liked was Iron Valiant, which I don't even see on this page. No way the minimum is 20. Hold on. Oh, this Steelix is so sick. The Morpeko is awesome. They really effed up this Garchomp artwork, in my opinion. Where's Valiant? Yo, 20 bucks? I'm going to have to pick up some of these. Iron Valiant EX. Are you kidding me? Guys, this is a future Gardevoir. Like, what are we talking about? And then you got the future Tyranitar in the background. And then you got the, what is it, Iron Moth or whatever, and the Delibird future. Like, that's a crazy card. That's a really good price to pick up an SIR from. But we're not talking about the artwork right now. We're talking about what we're picking up. So we're going to be picking up a few booster boxes and definitely looking for a case. Again, I want a case of each of these. So definitely looking for a case of Paradox Rift. Let's hop over to eBay real quick. All right, so Paradox Rift, last case sold for $1,600 or best offer. I don't know if they show you, weren't they going to be showing us the best offers? I'm not sure how that works. But again, what did we say? We said $1,500, what we were seeing, or $1,400 is what we were seeing on, yeah, it's close to 15. It was one, yeah, so $1,500. So it definitely sold for more on eBay. This was January 4th. Yeah, you also got to take into consideration like these things right here. You see the original listing. Like, if you're gonna rip this booster box open, like, go for it. 1,100. Damn, I wish I would have seen that. What else we got? 250, 1230. Yeah, so if you can, I mean, I'm sure these are now hitting the 1,500 as the base price, because as things go, everything that's lower will sell out and the base price will start to move up. So this was a European one. Yeah, but it's looking like everything this year on eBay is looking like 1,500. Yeah, this is 1,450 with the shipping. So the 1,200, if you can get the 1,200, damn, I got to keep my eye out for that. So, yeah. So that's that. We're going to be getting those. And then the last set is Paldean Fates. All right, so for Paldean Fates, here we go. Now this right here, this first thing, I don't know if a lot of you guys know what this is. This is the display case. This has 6 of the booster bundle displays, and each display has 10 cases, and each display case has 6 of those. So that's what, if there's 60 packs in each, so that's 360 packs. That's nuts, man. Like, this is, yeah, this is a good thing. If I definitely, if you have a distro, you can get this. I'm sure. I don't think you can get them from anywhere else. But here's what we got as far as Paldean Fates ETB cases sealed, 2,500. So that's around $255 an ETB. And over here, you're at 1,400 for 4 of these Paldean Fates Pokemon Center exclusives. So you're looking at around $400 each. But yeah, they've gone up, man. This came up. I definitely picked up a trade for one of these Pokemon Center ETBs. But lowest listed looks like $2,000, which is $500 an ETB in a seal with the sealed case premium. Here's the display at 1,000. I think this is pretty good. I actually picked up 2 of these at 800 last month when I was picking up someone's collection. So I'm definitely going to be looking at, yeah, you see this right here? Bam. So it was down to 900. And then last month when I picked it up, I saw it on the uptick. I did see this chart happening. So I picked it up. I think it was like middle of December. Where is that over here? Yeah. So like right around here. Okay. So I picked them up like 800. I picked up 2. So right now, the cheapest you're seeing is almost $1,200, which is crazy. So now it's $120 a booster bundle. These are going out of rotation as well. This is the last set of the first block of Scarlet Violet that is going to be rotating out. So what happened? Yeah. So real quick, guys. What happened in the past, right? So, like, I came in at the tail end. Brilliant Stars was the last block of Sword and Shield era. I came in at that time. The demand for the items were not like they are today. So, when we were in Scarlet and Violet, and we started seeing stuff go out of rotation and then start to be sold out on Pokemon Center, that's when you started seeing the pricing going up. Right now, we're in a very interesting time because there's nothing available on Pokemon Center. So, you have to imagine that the price tick up is going to be that much crazier when that happens. And you know, Paldean Fates, strong set. You got arguably one of the most sought after, valuable cards in the era in this Bubble Mew. Artwork, very minimal. But guys, this is so popular. You're looking at $500 for market price. Now look at this downtick. In October, let's see what it was like. It was probably even higher. Yeah. Right over here in September, we were pushing 700. There was some sales over $700, which is crazy. And then look at that. So if you're looking for some singles, same thing applies, guys. So if you look at the price point here, we were at $700 in September, and then now we're down to $480. Where are we at? About $500. So let's say $200. You're getting it at a $200 discount from a lot of people that picked this up 4 months ago. Now, Bubble Mew, again, being that popular Pokemon and a very popular Pokemon card in the set, this will definitely do well over time. It depends on, you know, if you have the money. I don't have, like, I'd rather put it in sealed over putting it in a card. However, if the card is nice and will grade nice, then you're going to see something nice as far as returns. So what I already have in my collection, I've got 1 regular ETB, I've got 1 Pokemon Center ETB, and now I have 4 of these cases of Paldean Fates Booster Bundle displays. I've got 1 of these. These are crazy. I saw somebody trying to sell this to me for $100 about 5 months ago. And I'm like, what the heck is that box? Like, why is it so much? And it's got, well, this is a set of 3, but it's got the new starter Pokemon for Gen 9, and I guess in their own alternate arts. Where is it? Here it is. It's right over here. So this one's the one I got. This is the Skeledirge, so it's got the big jumbo shiny, and then it's got a baby shiny of Fuecoco and Crocolore, and then it's got a full art shiny Skeledirge as well, same as the jumbo. But that is like its own artwork, so you won't get that anywhere else. But they have for all of them there. And I believe it also comes with, is this the one that comes with the stand? I think it comes with the stand as well. Oh, it's a magnetic 3-card with a stand. So, but it comes with 8 packs of Paldean Fates. This is actually a pretty good collection. It's a very small box, but you know, packed with some good value in there. So I've got 1 of those. I've got the Charizard tin only from this from the Paldean Fates tins. And I don't think I have anything else on this page except for this is what I have right here. So I picked up about 10 of these from somebody that was selling them. I got some from Walmart, but I did pick up about another 10 of them. We did rip some on stream. So I got to see. I'm probably down to about 8 of these total in the collection, maybe 10, 8 to 10 of these. But I picked them up for $100. So you can see here, like this is what happened. It came out the gate at 130, and now it's starting to get out that this is going to be creeping up. But this value right here, this has 12 packs in it, I believe. So let's just double check. It has 11 packs. So you know the value of this. I mean, this and 151 are going to be crazy pack value wise moving forward. But if you could pick up some of those closer to $100, definitely do so. And I think that's really it. I actually just picked up one of these from somebody was selling it in the Discord. They were selling it at like 75%. I was like, say less, fam. I am picking that up from you. So I have that in my binder. But yeah, that's about it for Paladin Fates. So that kind of so that will sum up pretty much what I'm looking to pick up and some of my thoughts about some of the earlier Scarlet and Violet era items. So keep an eye out both on eBay and TCG Player on what you might want to pick up. And again, join us in the live stream, like, comment, and subscribe to YouTube. Head over to IG, do all the things. But if you want to become a subscriber on the website, $3 a month, every month gets you entered in for the subscriber-only giveaways there. So catch you guys in the next video. And don't forget to join us on the next live stream. All right, guys. Catch you guys in the next video. Peace.